Net carbs are bullshit. Okay, tell them what you just told me.
I got you some keto tortillas from the store.
Okay.
And then I got a lesson in keto. Never even thought about it.
Net carbs don't work, and let me tell you why. So, now these aren't as bad. These are the HEB homemade or store-made ones instead of like the other brands. Now, the regular tortillas, they have 17 grams of carbs and 1 gram of fiber. Now, the front of this package says net 4 grams of carbs. If you look at the back, it actually has 9 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fiber. You can't just add fiber to things and magically get rid of carbs. That's not how it works.
What does it say?
What
It
do you
says keto tortillas.
Yes, keto
Which
tortillas.
I know on a label doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because how can you have what's most likely a flour tortilla and it be keto? But I thought, oh, they were next to the butter tortillas. I thought, oh, we'll get the keto tortillas. And I grabbed them. Turns out I should have just got the butter tortillas because they're just as bad.
Well, the HEB brand, the butter ones, do have like, what did I say, 17?
What you need to do is zoom in on this pulled pork. That's what's up.
I can't zoom in.
Because, oh, see? That's how you know it's magic. Bone comes out. Oh, man.
Yum.
So anyways,
I did look at the Mission brand, which you see at most stores that aren't homemade. And the Mission brand, I believe it was 17 grams of carbs for the net carb, or for the low carb tortillas, with like, was it 15 grams of fiber? And then the regular ones were 24 grams of carbs. So the whole point of keto is not to raise your insulin levels and your blood sugar.
well, but it's deceptive marketing, because on the front it says keto and then it says 4 grams of carbs. And then on the back there's 9 grams of carbs, and then they add in 5 grams of fiber in order to reduce the carb count by 5.
Carbs.
So now it's got 4 grams. So it's high on carbs, and then they pack it full of shit to decrease the amount of carbs. But you're still, just because you add in all that fiber doesn't mean that you're reducing the carbs.
My personal opinion is that the only thing that you can count net carbs with are things that are naturally grown, like avocados.
Well, think of it this way. You know why fiber helps your stool? Because your body does not utilize it. Your body doesn't process it. And so it's pushed out as waste. The carbs, though, the carbs get processed. So if you have 10 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fiber, your 10 grams of carbs are going to turn into sugar. It's going to spike your insulin, and it's going to turn into fat. Probably on your waist if you're anything like me. So,
I know, because I have a glucose monitor that shows what my blood sugar is after I eat the stuff.
And on those Mission tortillas with 19 grams, what is a serving 1 tortilla? 19 grams on keto is a complete day of your sugar allowance, which is too much anyways. But
the serving size is 1 tortilla. I'm sure on the Mission ones it is too, but 20 grams of carbs.
I will say, when it comes to keto, I cheat a little bit, because she's my test. It's not a matter of what the package says, it's a matter of what her blood sugar says, because if she eats something that specifically says it will not raise your blood sugar, and then her spikes, pretty safe bet that's going to happen to me as well. So it's off the table.
Yeah.
So carnivore is pretty easy, because you just stick to it. Salt, pepper, more salt.
Bone broth.
And meat.
Lots of fat.
And it's easy. Now, really easy to count your carbs when it's a 0.
And you're never hungry when you do carnivore. It's great. Again, I will say that the HEB brand is better than others, because 1 tortilla has 9 grams of actual carbs, whereas the regular ones have, what did I say, 17 or something? But you do have to count all the carbs. Even if you're wearing a glucose monitor, your insulin level's still spiking. And that's the whole point of keto, is not to spike the insulin and the blood sugar.
I'm not even get that good at math. I don't be counting all day.
Right?
That's crazy. Nobody got time for that.